Who am I, you ask? Hello, everyone. My name is Amber Armstrong, and I am a junior health science major from Chicago, Illinois. My Spelman intro is not what defines me, however. I am composed of many different social identities, and these identities have created how I act and maneuver through this world. Please come with me as I show you all what identities make me the person that I am today. From the texture of my hair to the color of my skin, I am very proud to be able to say that I am an African American female. In society, my race and gender are both considered to be a part of the subordinate social groups. In the textbook on page 63, the authors mention how the characteristics of the privileged or dominant groups are considered the norm or the default, and all others are compared to that group. In society, being a white male puts you in the dominant group, and the characteristics of being a white male is considered the norm. Both my race and gender deviate from that norm. So because I am black and because I am female, I do not get the same opportunities or the same access to resources as a white man. As a woman of the black community, I think it is important to embrace everything about us as people. Our music, the type of clothes we wear, how we speak, what we eat, etc. Society might consider black people as targets, but if we are united, I believe we can get through anything. As previously stated, I identify as an African American female. I was raised in an African American household by my parents and grandparents who were Christians. So naturally, Christianity was what I was exposed to, and now this is the religion I choose to identify with. Religion has played an important role in shaping the person I am today. At a young age, my siblings, cousins, and I were all baptized. I don't think we really understood how significant getting baptized was. Since we were all kids, we did not have a say so in getting baptized, nor did we have a say so about getting up on Sunday mornings to go to church. Adults are a part of the more privileged social group, while young people are a part of the targeted social groups. So, needless to say, what the adults said, we as kids did. When thinking about my people and the history of slavery, it is no known secret that a lot of the slaves turned to Christianity to seek comfort. Christianity was the religious norm among white people. Slave masters would not let the slaves participate in any other religions if it was not Christianity. Even today, Christianity is still considered the more socially accepted religion, and any other religion is deemed as deviant. Another reason black people took to Christianity was to cope with the traumatic experiences they were dealing with. Fast forward to today, the black community is still suffering from the traumatic experiences of slavery. In the book on page 562, the authors describe the idea that the traumatization of slavery and its legacy continues to manifest in psychological and behavioral concerns among contemporary black Americans as post-traumatic slave syndrome. With all the police brutality going on, a lot of people in the black community look to their religion to help cope with what is going on in the world. We pray, go to church, read the Bible, and hope that a higher being helps us get through the tough times. According to Christian beliefs, a woman is supposed to marry a man. While I believe this belief is very outdated, I do identify as a female who is sexually/romantically attracted to a man. In the textbook on page 176, the author defines an individual's predisposition towards sexual and or romantic attraction for persons of the other sex/gender as being heterosexual. As a heterosexual female, I do not have to deal with the discrimination that the homosexual, bisexual, pansexual, queer, etc. community has to face. My sexual orientation is what society deems normal. Therefore, I get the benefit of displaying public affection for a man. Whether it be on a date or at a wedding, I know that my interactions with my significant other won't be judged or questioned. By the time my parents were married, they had 4 kids. My mother was 23 and my father was 24. We were not born into a rich family. In fact, we were born into the working class, borderline poor people class. The picture displayed at the bottom left of the screen shows all of my siblings and I taking a bath together. My parents could not afford to give us individual baths because they simply did not have the money for a high water bill. This was an everyday routine as children. We had to take baths together. We couldn't waste food. We had no heat or air conditioning. However, my parents worked very hard to get us out of these circumstances. Over the years, they have broken their backs to get us to become a part of the middle class. This social group is not privileged, but it also isn't targeted. Since my parents worked so hard, I took on this characteristic and found a job as soon as I was 16. As of today, I work in the community's local hospital in hopes of one day becoming a doctor at that same hospital. I know that because I am a black woman in the workforce, I am going to have to overcome the many barriers presented to me in my field of work. On page 417 of the textbook, the authors refer to the invisible barriers that stop many women from rising to the highest levels of leadership as the glass ceiling. However, no matter what social identity I belong to, I am determined to fulfill my dream job as an obstetrician gynecologist. Over the course of this presentation, you have seen what social identities I identify with and how these social identities have made me who I am today. So now I propose the question to you. Who are you? As explained on page 22 in the textbook, there can be no universal experience of womanhood. Your experience may be similar to mine or it may be totally different. The point is we all encounter situations in life that have to deal with our social identities. These situations shape our choices and actions. As an African American female who is a heterosexual Christian and a part of the middle class, I would like to thank you for watching my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it.